Many people ask me a basic question about how do you design, especially the young generation, or I would say the aspiring designer. And it is one of the toughest questions for a designer to answer. And maybe if I talk from the level of architect, uh, there can be many parameters of how the flow of the design should be, from the conceptual to the working to the models, physical models, to maybe different strategizations of activities, from sketching to visualizations to a lot of things. But even before that, I want to go a step before that, which I respond to many of the young team members, or I could say, imagine a college student asking the very question, because some of the designs that we generate are very complicated, or I would say it takes a lot of effort. But the point is, how do you achieve at that solution? So, firstly, what I believed as a thought process is, you can only design when you are totally empty. If you are already preconceived with a lot of constraints and parameters and a lot of way the design can be attempted, then maybe you will come at one more improvised solution of how the world is looking at. So I say a very, very strong line to people that to actually design, you have to be as empty as being a dumb person, to be as empty as able to see like a child, so that there is just no way that can be not possible in doing it. The possibilities, or I would say the imagination scale increases to a supreme level. And once you are in that zone of being totally empty, totally dumb, then I would say the design starts pouring in. Then you don't think about a lot of things called structures, a lot of things called time, material, costing, budgeting, practical engineering, even the model of how I can make it present to the world, the sketching. Most of the time, if you are a good sketcher, you would restrain with the possibility of making a three-dimensional design. Well, that's not always true, but most of the time, even if you are a very good 3D visualizer and you can imagine the form on a computer, but then you will restrain yourself from doing a very sketch type of artistic feeling and go with the more computer-generated design. So, firstly, is for any design, I would say most of the people forget the basic fundamental of design called design is a solution to a problem. If the problem is not really adapted inside, then whatever you design is like one more design or one more improvisation. And if the design problems becomes itself, like you are nobody except the design problem itself, then the solution will start erupting from inside, and then there is a possibilities of dimensions that you can explore. Parallel layers of complex parametrism can be developed with a lot of factors, but most of us, when we sit on the design table, are so much preconceived the notion. I think much of the time people do a lot of case studies and a lot of net research. I would say not case studies, even net research, Pinterest, and a lot of other things that make them preconceived in a stagnant parameter. So architecture or designing is not a stagnant parameter. It is a movement of eye, it is a movement of heart, and I would say the ether of the space that is embodied by the whole structure. So once you start developing the transitions that you would like to generate in that spaces, the solution starts coming in. Like, form follows function. It's a simple line everybody has thought about, but how many think that function is beyond planning? Most of us, we start doing it on the planning level. Again, planning is a constrained thought process. So it's about designing the transition, designing the human emotions in the spaces, and that itself will be the first step of the designing, and then later, whatever is your skill set, you will pursue through it. That is the underlying statement, and trust me, it's very difficult to be dumb. It's very difficult to be empty. And if we do that, I'm sure the type of designs that we are doing is nothing special. It is just one more design. Thank you.